Have you ever lost someone so precious that the world seemed to stop spinning? How does it feel when the very person who always gave you smiles, strength, and courage suddenly leaves without warning? Today, we will witness how Xing Fei sincerely shares her grief over the sudden passing of her dear friend and co-star, Yu Menglong. This story is not just about celebrities. It is a raw portrayal of friendship, love, and a loss so profound. The news came suddenly, like a heavy hammer striking the chest. A piece of news that made time stand still, leaving the entertainment world frozen in sorrow. That was exactly what happened when the shocking news of Yu Menglong's passing spread like fire in the air. It wasn't just fans. It wasn't just fellow artists. The entire industry could hardly believe that someone so full of light was now gone. And yet, in the midst of this storm of grief, one voice echoed louder than the rest, not because of its volume, but because of its sincerity. That voice came from an old friend, someone who had walked alongside him on screen and behind the curtains of life. Xing Fei. For many, Xing Fei and Yu Menglong were the on-screen couple who often brought sweet stories to life in popular dramas. Their chemistry was so natural, it seemed born of reality itself. But beyond the spotlights, their friendship was far more genuine and beautiful than any scripted director could write. They were not just two actors working together. They were two souls who discovered trust in each other, who gave support, who shared strength. In interviews over the years, both had never been shy with their praise. Xing Fei often described Yu Menglong as a hardworking man with a gentle heart, while Yu Menglong constantly admired Xing Fei's tireless spirit and professionalism. Now, those fragments of memories replay like an old film, only this time, with unstoppable tears falling alongside them. Not long after Yu Menglong's passing shook the world, Xing Fei posted a brief message on her personal platform. No long sentences, no elaborate explanations. Just a simple confession. She was lost for words. And yet, that very simplicity struck the deepest chord. Fans read it and felt the raw honesty within. Tears fell, as if, with every letter. It wasn't just a post. It was the cry of a shattered heart, of a friend learning to accept the cruelest reality. In her next post, Xing Fei unveiled cherished memories, the long filming days, the moments when she was nervous in front of the camera, and how Yu Menglong was always there with a calming smile. She recalled how he would stay after shoots, just to rehearse scenes with her until they were perfect. That was not just professionalism, it was affection, a form of unconditional friendship. Her post went viral almost instantly. But this time, viral didn't mean shallow hype. This was a wave of grief that tied millions of hearts together. Her comment section overflowed with condolences, words of comfort, and fans' own shared memories. Some uploaded clips from their dramas, writing captions about how the pair's interactions had accompanied their youth. Others shared prayers, wishing Yu Menglong peace in his new world. Many confessed that Xing Fei's courage in expressing her grief gave them strength to embrace their own sorrows. Amid it all, one thing was clear. The bond between Xing Fei and Yu Menglong was not only theirs. It had become a part of millions of hearts touched by their work. In her longer message, Xing Fei described Yu Menglong as a soul with a bright energy that never failed to lighten the mood. On stressful sets, when difficult scenes failed again and again, he remained calm, always with a reassuring smile. For Xing Fei, Yu Menglong was her rock when the world felt too heavy. He always knew how to lift others up, even when he himself was weary. "It's hard to imagine continuing without him," she wrote, and millions shared the same heartbreak. Support poured in from around the globe. Fellow celebrities offered prayers. Fans from different countries sent messages in countless languages. Even those who may not have known Yu Menglong personally were moved by the way Xing Fei remembered him. Some said her words brought them comfort, reminding them of what true friendship really means. Others said that even though Yu Menglong had left, his works would continue to live on, a lasting legacy. And it's true, every drama, every scene, every smile he once gave to the screen has now become a treasure to be cherished forever. At the end of her heartfelt message, Xing Fei wrote something that made millions of hearts tremble. She promised to keep working hard, to continue bringing joy to audiences, because that was what Yu Menglong had always wanted. That promise was not just a sentence. It was an act of devotion, a form of love that transcends life itself. Xing Fei knows her friend may no longer walk beside her, but Yu Menglong's spirit will forever remain in every smile, every step, and every work she shares with the world. Yu Menglong's passing leaves behind an irreplaceable emptiness. But like a fading star in the night sky, his light is never truly gone. It still shines, even from afar. Xing Fei's response proves Yu Menglong was more than an actor, more than a public figure. He was a man with a big heart, a loyal friend, and a light that touched countless souls. Now, even though the world must learn to move forward without him, the love and memories he left behind will continue to live on. And as long as there are people like Xing Fei, brave enough to share their stories and feelings, Yu Menglong's light will never fade. There is a saying people often repeat in times of loss. They may be gone, but love will always remain. In this story, that love is undeniable. The love of a friend, the love of fans, love born from art and memories. Yu Menglong may no longer be with us, but through Xing Fei's tears, through the prayers of millions, and through the works he left behind, his name will remain engraved forever. He is a light that never dies, and his story with Xing Fei reminds us all that true friendship transcends time, even death itself. Yu Menglong left behind not only memories for the entertainment world, but also a place in the hearts of those who loved him. Through Xing Fei's tears and words, we are reminded that true friendship never disappears, even when separated by distance and time. Friends may leave, but their love will always remain alive. What do you think about the bond between the two of them? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more heartfelt stories like this. See you in the next video.